I'll come out, Duke, right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Can leave you alone. You know that.
Here we are in Lake West Studios in West Greenwich, Rhode Island, where we're cutting Joe Louis Walker's CD. And Joe, what are you going to call it?
Well, we're thinking of the name Witness for the Blues.
Witness for the Blues.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that sounds like a great title to me.
I don't care what the people say. We gonna do it our way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it. We've been working on this thing now. Oh, it's only taken us, I guess, about a week to for the whole thing, between the recording and the mixing. And we've Joe's got all kind of material on here. You've got gospel, blues, R&B, soul, Highview. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about Highview?
Well, you know, I'm a fan of all kind of music, but blues went through some different phases, and I like the phase that each phase sort of took it to another level. And so I listened to all of it, and I listened to English blues because it's not a lot of notes, but it's a lot of tone, you know. And so I'm a big fan of Peter Green, and so I listen to Supernatural. I like the song very much. So one of these days I'm going to do me a song with just feedback, but with some notes and a melody line and a chorus and da 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 da. But to make a long story short, it worked out good because, of course, I had some great musicians, yourself included, and it really worked out beyond my expectation.
It was a lot of fun playing it. It's in fact, I think it was me saying that on the tape after we finished. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And Joe, you got some great blues tunes on here. There's some classics, and then there's some original blues tunes.
Yeah,
like,
we did some. I did Elmore James Rolling and Tumbling, which has always been a favorite of mine. That version, and we have some songs I wrote with one of my songwriting partners, Joe Russo. We did Hustling. I've been hustling all my life, and we did some things, my own things, 100% more man, and more of a gospel thing with a Witness. And more of a funk thing with a good friend of mine, J.J. Malone, who I played with quite a few years ago, who passed away several years ago. We did his hit song, It's a Shame. And it's a variety of stuff. It's just a Joe Louis Walker record.
Yeah, I really enjoy all the different styles you play. Coming from that same kind of place myself,
I know what you mean.
I think it was a good pairing to put us together, you know, because we enjoyed doing this record, whether I was producing or helping playing out on some of it. Great R&B song you've got on there also that you wrote called Keep On Believin'.
Keep On Believin'.
And which, you know, want to tell us anything about that?
Well, I wrote that song when I was about 19 years old. And for some reason, it's, you know a song's got something special towards you if it stays in your head, you know. And that's right. One of the songs that I did that just stayed in my head. And I had a good friend of mine, Brad Sexton, a bass player, who said, man, you should do something with that song. You know, he's passed on now, but I always thought about doing something with the song. So when you were saying, you know, what else you got? You know, and I said, well, you know, I've been thinking about this song, and with the group of musicians that I had here, I mean, most of the credits got to go to them because they worked fast, and they added I played it with different sets of groups of guys. But with them, it was the perfect match because they added things in there that I wouldn't have added, you know. And that's what I like about working with different people. You get their personality and you get their background and the way they come about it. You can be playing the same music, but everybody's got a different way of playing, just like everybody's got a different way of saying stuff.
That's what's beautiful about music, and especially in blues, because you can play together without any rehearsal, without anybody knowing a song. Just work together and feed off each other, and R&B and jazz and soul and gospel. Yeah, they were all of those types of music have got that same basic thing in it, that it's a feel more than anything.
It's definitely a feel, and it's somebody bringing their own experience to it.
One other tune that I'd like to mention, have you talk about, is Lover's Holiday.
Well, Lover's Holiday is a song I heard a long time ago. Actually, I bought this record. I bought Lover's Holiday a long time ago. It never became a huge hit.
One other tune that I'd like to mention, have you talk about, is Lover's Holiday.
Well, Lover's Holiday is a song I heard a long time ago. Actually, I bought this record. I bought Lover's Holiday a long time ago. It never became a huge hit, but it was a song that just stayed in my mind because it had a male and a female singing it, and the old version is a little different than the way that I rearranged it. But I got one of my favorite singers who I sang on her record, first record, almost a decade ago, was Shamika Copeland, and she's the first person that came to my mind. You know, I said, well, you know, and I know quite a few sisters and young ladies that sing all kinds of genres, but I thought me and Shamika had a pretty good blend when we did her record years ago, and she's come so far, and she's a big star now, and I appreciate her taking the time to come, you know, to show me some love.
Well, it sure worked out great. It sounds really just perfect match. And I think we got a good record here, and good luck with it, Joe.
Thank you, Duke. It's got a good feeling, and thank you for producing it.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we can